Hey everyone, my name is Carrie, and in today's video we're going to be doing a cash stuffing for a total of $1,920 into our cash envelopes in our binders. And this is for the month of June. So let's get into it. To get started, I actually have my on-the-fly budget that I did just really quickly. Here is the one that we did for May. So this is the one that I just drew up really quickly for June. So we started with $2,620 for my consulting pay, and this was from all the work that I did for consulting with my company in the month of May. So I did it in May and it got paid out for June. So this is June's paycheck that I'm budgeting. So we have all of our high priority categories here, low priority, our savings categories, and this is the cashless amount that we kept in the bank or that we are already we've already paid out. So it was 2620. Then we added up all these amounts together, and then I subtracted the cashless amount, so that's what gave us the $1,920. So that's what we budgeted today. So that is what we're going to be cash stuffing here, is $1,920. So let me set this to the side. As usual, we're going to get started with our bills and variable expenses binder. This is our high priority binder now, and it's looking super summer vibes. We're going to get started with HOA fees. It's going to get its normal $40. Actually, I want to put a couple different 20s in here because this is actually going to stay in here for a while, these bills. Okay. We got some nice 20s and some not so nice 20s this time. So we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, $210. And we're pretty much right on track. Our HOA fees are $460 a year. Next up is trash and recycle. It doesn't have anything. It's going to get 55 because we just paid it. It is a quarterly bill, and it is like 100. Well, actually, we got off cycle because our trash was bought out by a new company, and so instead of being like every quarter right on track, they were bought out and then they rebuild us and then they credited it back. It was like a whole thing. So I'm trying to catch up a little bit in this. Quarterly subscriptions is going to be getting $20, so now we have $30 in here. This is mostly for our pest control that comes, quarterly. So that's a quarterly subscription. Annual fees is going to be getting $20, 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 40. So $140 in annual subscriptions, and this pays for our Costco membership and a couple other things. Medical, we're just trying to catch up, or actually I should say not resupply this, but add more to this so that we can continue growing it. We're going to add $100 this month, so it has 120, or 100, 200, 120. Oh my gosh. This is 220, 240, 250 in medical. I also need to get a new pair of my prescription glasses this year. I want to go ahead and get another different type of frames. So I have ones that are more of it's like a rose gold frame, and then I want to get one that's like a clear frame. So that way I can have a couple different options. So that'll probably be coming up in August sometime when I have that appointment. Registration is going to be getting $10. And this is for our one car that we have, 50, 70, 80, 90, 105. Our total car registration bill for the year is usually around $140. And this is due in September, so we have plenty of time. And then also due in September is our car insurance. So we are going to be doing $220 a month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. Is that 95? 3, 4, 5, 600, 620, 640, 660, 680, 685, 690. Okay. So $690 in car insurance. And in my next cash condensing, I'm actually going to take this money out and put it in our savings account. So that way we can start earning a little bit of interest, since this money is not going to be taken out until September. And the total bill is around $1,300, so we're basically halfway there with that. Car care is going to be getting $40. So we have 1, 2, 3, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, $515 in car care, which is really great because we were trying to build this back up from needing to buy new tires. Lawn care is going to be getting $100. And we pretty much finished most of our lawn projects, but then of course there's still little things that I want to do, or maybe upgrades I'd like to make. Maybe this will be saving towards next year. I don't know. We'll see. So we might have to have somebody come look out at our sprinkler system because it wasn't working properly. Thankfully, it's been raining pretty much like every day on and off for the last like month or so. But come July and August, it's definitely going to be hot and we're going to need that sprinkler system for our yard. 20, 40, 60, 70, $80 is now in spring cleaning. So we put $20 in there. All right, next up we have our low priority sinking funds. We'll do those next. We have home projects that we're going to put a little extra in this month. So we have 100, 200, 250. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700, 750, 770, 790, 810, 830, 850 in home projects, which is really great because we do have some home projects that we want to start working on. However, I'm not sure when we're going to get around to them. One of them we wanted to do to upgrade our guest bathroom, our powder bath, but then we kind of redirected and we have a bunch of little things we need to do. Like we need to fix one of our closet doors that doesn't open right now. A couple different things in the yard we need to fix as far as like maybe the sprinkler system. So there is one room, our sunroom, that we want to repaint. We need to purchase a couple of ceiling fans to replace the ones that don't even have ceiling fans in them for the summer. So we'll probably end up using a lot of that money for that. A bunch of random stuff. Okay. $100 is going into household. So now we have $200 in household. And this is what we usually buy, or things that we usually buy from Costco. So just to refill like our household, like toiletries and things like that. So family fun is going to be getting $40. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, and 10, 15, 20. So 220 in family fun. We do have my brother and his wife and his daughter, and then my mom. So it's actually my stepbrother and my stepmom, but they've been part of my family for a long time, since I was like 15. So they're my family, you know. So they're gonna come visit me and my husband here in July. So we're going to do some fun like family things with them. So some of that money will be spent for that. Beauty is depleted. So we're going to put $60 in here. So now we have 60 to jumpstart this category. We had to, I got my hair done recently for my team retreat, which was really fun. Got some photos done for that, team photos, team interviews and stuff for the website. And then I also had to order some more skincare. So that's why that one was depleted. Clothing is going to be getting $40, lots of 20s this month. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, $100 in clothing. And I actually might need to buy a new swimsuit before my family gets here to visit. We do have a community pool at our HOA, and so that would be really fun to do with them, to go to the pool. We might also go to a water park, or maybe a hot springs for the summer. Like when they visit, they're going to visit for maybe like a week, and we're going to go on a train ride. We're going to do a bunch of different things, so I might need to buy a swimsuit, a new one. Gifts is going to be getting $100. So we have 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 240, 245. And this is mostly already spent from Father's Day. I just need to take it out and pay the card. We went and did like a fun activity. That we had a really nice museum exhibition that we went to with my father-in-law, and then took him out for dinner. Special occasions is going to be getting $50. So we have 51, 150, 170, 190. This is for my husband and I's wedding anniversary every year, just for fun, and sometimes other special occasions that might come around. And then travel and trips is going to be getting $200 this month. Let me grab my pen. So we're going to put $200, 1, 2, cross off, well, let's see, each one of these is worth 50, so we're going to 51, 50, 200 this month. And then we already have $2,000 in the bank set aside for travel and trips. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700 in cash. So that's $2,700 in our travel and vacation envelope right now. We are saving up for like our end of year travel. My husband and I always do something fun with his side of the family. And then I don't know what Thanksgiving is going to look like this year because my dad passed away last Thanksgiving actually. So we'll have to come up with a new tradition, I guess. Whatever that might look like. Usually we go and visit them for Thanksgiving and then we visit my husband's family for Christmas. So maybe my stepmom and some of my family and siblings will come visit us for Thanksgiving. I'm not sure. So, but we're just saving up for that anyways. Savings categories are up next. This is our savings binder. So we're going to be putting $100 into emergency. Each one of these lines is worth $100. So we're going to put 100 here and just color this in real quick. So at the end of this savings challenge, we will have $800 saved in our emergency fund. I've done this challenge and several other challenges many times, so we don't just have that amount in the bank. So we have 100, 200 set aside in placeholders already, plus 1, 2, 3. So we have 500 that we have set aside in the bank towards our emergency fund, in addition to what we've already saved in the past. So in my next condensing, which will be coming up probably the next video that I do, I will take this money out and put in a $500 placeholder. Okay, up next is Christmas. Let me grab my marker. All right, so I have my red marker here. We're going to put 120, oh gosh, 25. These fives are not that great. Wow, kind of awful in fact. Okay, so we're going to put 125 in Christmas. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, $610 in Christmas, which is really exciting. I will also be putting some of this in the bank. We're just going to color this in real quick. So that was 125. Yeah, cool. Okay. And I just got back from my team retreat, as I mentioned, and I know that in a previous video I talked about that a little bit. So it was in North Carolina, so I did have to get on an airplane, and that's always like stressful. But it was a good trip, thankfully, and nothing bad happened. Everything went smoothly. Real quick, I have set aside $500 to put towards extra debt this month, and I'm going to be doing a debt confession video as well. To update you on all the debt that we have. Most of it's, or actually say all of it, is on 0% credit cards if we have any, and then we own our car, and then we're just paying off our mortgage. So that's our only debts. But I just left the money in the bank so that we could just go ahead and make that payment instead of having to like take the money out and then put it back in. So but I really enjoyed, getting to meet everybody on the team. I'd met a lot of people on the team already, but some new people had joined in the last year since we had our team retreat. So it was really fun to be able to see everybody and hang out with them, because our team is completely remote, like completely virtual team. And I work in the financial planning space. So, okay. What did I do? I think I just did 35 and 80, which is 115. I must have mixed up my denominations, but that's fine. We'll fix it. So 115 going into here this month for our home deductible, and our home deductible is actually $3,000. So at the end of this savings challenge, we will have that saved up here, which is very exciting. There's a lot of money and placeholders in here, Bear with me while I just like fix this. Okay. Okay, yeah. So we already have $1,000, and then we have 1,100, 1,200, 13, 14, 15. $1,500 set aside in the bank already. 1,600, 1,700, 1,800, 1,900, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2,000, 10, 25. So 2,025 in here, which means we have less than 1,000 to go. So maybe we could get this done by the end of the year. I'm not sure. So that could be a really fun goal at the end of the year. Finish saving for our home deductible. Our car deductible is $1,000, and that is already fully funded. And then new car tires that we're going to be saving for the next time we need to buy new tires is $15. So now we have $115 set aside for that. That'll be a couple of years away. Usually our tires last like 4 years or so. And then we have our $500 savings challenge, which, by the way, all of my binders and the savings challenges that I'm using, including my cash tray and everything, all of my binders are linked in the description down below. If you'd like to check it out yourself, you totally can. So we're going to be doing $50 today in our $500 savings challenge. So this is 30, and then we have 35, 40, and then 10 makes 50. So we're making great progress on this one as well. It's really cool. So let's add this. So we have 100 in the bank, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 35, 40. So 340 out of our 500 that we already have saved in this $500 savings challenge. That is actually from Aya Plans, that savings tracker. It's one of my favorites. And then next up we have a little mini savings challenge. This is from Bookish Mama Budgets. We're going to do $10. So now we have 25 towards our $60 challenge here. And we're just going to cross off 2 of these $5 places, spaces, icons. And then this will probably just go towards like some fun money or something, whereas some of the other savings challenges are definitely going to have to go towards maybe like paying off some extra debt or a home project or something like that. So our last savings challenge is a New Year Better Me. This is from Jasmine's Wallet. I made each icon worth 20, and we're going to add this last $40 in here. Very, very sad 40. So now we have 20, 40, 60, $80 here. So color these 2 spaces in. All right. Leave that to dry a second. We'll put this one back in here. It should be good. Oh, I just made a mark on my... There we go. Okay, so we're just going to leave this to set and dry a little bit. I did get a little bit of marker on myself, so we'll just chill with that. But that is going to conclude this month's cash stuffing for the month of June. And then my next video I will be doing a cash condensing, so we will take a lot of the money in our envelopes that has reached like a certain amount, like $500 or $1,000, and we will be putting it into our high yield savings account to earn some extra money. And I hope that you have an awesome start to your summer and a really good June ahead of you, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.